Here we go, time for another Adalogical Enigma, number 11. As usual, if you want to try it for yourself, pavelspuzzles.com. There's loads to do, and they're all awesome, so yeah, give it a go. Gentle patron, although I must admit I am not possessed of the most gregarious of spirits, I do find myself quite craving the company of others if I'm long left by myself. There is, it seems to me, a kind of linkage between people, and that tie is as crucial to one's health as any food or medicine. My musings along these lines provided the inspiration for the present enigma. The diagram below is a map of a collection of islands. Cool. Please draw sufficient horizontal and vertical bridges between pairs of islands so as to create a path between any two members of the archipelago, completely linking the collection. Horizontal and vertical bridges between pairs, yep. Bridges mayn't cross one another, nor may they jump over intervening islands. Yep. Between any two islands there may be 0, 1 or 2 bridges. The number on each island indicates the total quantity of bridges touching the island. Once you've finished drawing a bridge, you can move on to find the final answer to the enigma. Let's look at that later. Okay. It looks interesting because there's no box around here. I guess most of them only have a box because they happen to be grid-based. I guess this is as well, but yeah, the way it's been rendered is not as a grid, but just as all these circles. Oh, I did not mean to scribble all over the thing. Anyway, let's look at the example briefly. I see, so the 6 has only got 3 neighbouring things, so they must all be 2 each. And the 4 is similar. So I remember doing this one, for sure. I don't remember the solution at all, or even what was involved in the solution. But now that I'm thinking about it, I may also remember the answer. I believe it's a poet's name again. And the only reason I remember is because the poem is related to the theme of the puzzle. And the poem kind of stuck with me a bit. Not that I remember the poem, like, properly, but I can vaguely remember the poet's name, and I think that might be what it is. Anyway, we'll get there when we come to it. Okay. So, to begin, I've immediately seen something, and that thing is, if that 1 was going that way, this 3 could not get its 3 bridges. Is that true? Yes, because it could now only have 2 going that way. So that 1 must be going up there, right? Yeah, because there's no other bridge it could connect to. I think that's right. But that doesn't tell me about the division of the 3 bridges going to this island at all. Anyway, that's a good start anyway. 2 up there, 4. I'm looking for a... There aren't any 8s, are there? 8 would be amazing. No. The 6s, but surrounded by 4 things, so that's not great. The 1 here, which could go in either of those 2 directions. The 3. There's a few ways that could go. And so, interestingly, this 3 doesn't have any going to the left, so there's 3 split between these 2. Like the 6 and the 2 islands. If... That means there's at least 1 going to each. How could I mark that on? I guess I could just draw them and then draw the final one when I actually know where it is. Yeah? Maybe I should cross off the numbers then. Yeah? When I'm done with them. Sure, that'll do. So I know that I still need to do an extra one for this 3. That 2 needs another one, but it might be across that way. But now I know this 3 can't go that way, so this is similar. It's a 3 with 2 adjacent to it. So there must be 1 going that way, and there must be 1 going that way, but the 3rd one could be in either direction. Yes. Yep. Okay. Still didn't finish any off though. That 2 could go horizontally still. Or it could go to the left and that's just disconnected. I think either of those would be fine. So this 3 now can't go to the right. Can only go up and down. And the down is done. Oh, so it has to go up. There has to be 2 going up, yes. That 3 is done. Sweet. And then this 5 definitely doesn't go to the left. It's going to be 2, 2, and a 1. The only way to make 5 with the options. This 3 goes up and down. But does it have 2 on the top or 1 or 2 on the bottom? I'm not sure. This 3 needs another 1 going in some direction. If this 3 had its final 1 going in this direction, that 5 would not be able to have 5 bridges going to it. So that the remaining 1 there has to go that way. So that's done as well. So this 3 has 2 left. But I do think that could go in quite a few different ways. That 2 either goes up or to the right. This 3, this 2 maybe goes both to the left or right. This 3 is split between those 2. I guess I could put those in for now. Just bothers me that I'm going to end up with some slightly misaligned single bridges, but who cares? Oh, so that 3 has to go in one of those 2 directions. So that is definitely a single. That 2 is definitely connected both of those directions. So that must be 2 going up. Cross that off. So that must be 1 going up. Yay, an aligned bridge. Cool, so the 5 has got its first bridge. 2 is done. 3 is not. Oh, but it will be because it has to go that way. So the 3 is done. And the 2 is done. Ooh. So that ends in that direction. Neat. Now. So that 1's done. That can't be a 2. So therefore, these directions must all be 2 each to make 5 in total. Oh, so that 2's done. That 5's done. This 2 has 2 directions to go. The 6 needs 3 more. Which may be down, or may not be down. If it goes up, wait, does it have to go up? No, there could be 2 to the right. If it did go up, that 2 would have to go up to the 6, but that's okay. Is there any issues with that? Can I figure out these 3s yet? Or anything more about them? I don't think so. That's a 1. So definitely. So at least one of. Oh, wait. No, yeah, at least one of these. Hold on, if that went to the right at all, that would be done. It definitely couldn't be a double, but then I couldn't finish off the 6? Or could I? I could, because that would go down before. Yeah, oh yeah, I figured that out before. It doesn't have to go up. Okay. Okay. But if it does go to the right, there can only possibly be 1 to the right, so there must be at least 1 going up. Potentially 2? Yeah. definitely 2? No, potentially 2. 2. Yes, yes, because there might be one going to the right. That is still a possibility. And if I do go to the right, then there's not 2 going up. Sure. Okay. That 2 has a few directions it could go. That 1 has 2 directions it could go. Where next? This 3 needs 2 more, and definitely not going down. But they could be both in the same direction. If they both went up, that 2's done. If they both went to the right, yeah, I see no real issues, I don't think. Okay, this 3 only has 2 neighbors, so I know there's at least 1 in each direction. Doesn't really help me though, because there's obviously nothing could go that way anyway, because it's the edge of the map. Now if that 3 went to the right, that means that 1 would have to go there. Sure, why not? Also, we have a 3 here with 2 neighbors. Again, it's not a super useful one, really. Or is it? Not really. Do we have any 6s along the edge? We don't, do we? Because that'd be good, because I know it was, or even 5s actually. 5 would confirm at least 1 in all directions from the edge. That 3 also only has 2 neighbors. It's not obvious, but yeah, to the right it has nothing, down it has nothing. So at least 1 in each direction. So that 4 only has 2 neighbors. To get 4 out of that, you must have a double bridge in both directions. This is going to be one of those cool ones where I start in 2 different parts of the puzzle and somehow they merge in the middle and help each other out. So that 2's done, that 4 is done, that 3 is not done. This 3 now only has 2 neighbors, so there must be 1 in each direction. So that is now blocked off from that. That either goes up or to the left. This 1 either goes up or down. This 3 only has 2 neighbors as well. There and there. So that 3 only has 2 neighbors, so that and that. Still plenty more to fill in though, before any of these are complete. If that went up and connected to that, so that was the end of this route. If that went up, that would be done, that would be done. This one would be... That would be done, that would be done. This one would have to go down, it would be done. Then the final one here could go either left or down. Obviously, so this only has 2 neighbors and it can't connect that way because then these bridges would form an isolated island, whereas this is one large archipelago. So that must go up. So that's done. Neat. Does that tell me what this does? Yes, because that can't go to the left anymore, so it must go up. So that's done. This can't go to the left, and there's nothing up, so that is like that. Oh, a bit too close together. Cross that out. So that's 1. That's already got 3, so that must go that way. And that must go that way with a single. Okay, cool. Good progress. Hopefully no mistakes so far. I've been actually quite lucky. I know there's been times when I've been doing these puzzles in the past and I've like made terrible mistakes and had to completely restart from scratch. Touch wood. That doesn't happen again. And not this time. So 1, could I go to the left, down? Both would be fine. If that went up, that 1 would be stuck. No, it wouldn't. It could go down. Are there any new 3s that only have 2 neighbours? Yes, that one. Aha, and that actually finishes off a 1, which means the 3 must have a double to the left. That's done as well. Now this 3 actually only has 2 neighbours. Up and down. But I can't finish that off. Although this is a 5 with 3 neighbours, so there must be 1 in each direction. Yes, yes. That can go to there. But it's not done yet. I need 2 more. Oh, this 3 can't go to the left anymore, but it does have 3 directions to go. Yeah. This 2 has 2 directions to go. That one would cut off a lot of stuff, but in theory it might do. In theory it might do. That 2 now can't go up or down, but it's got left or right. This 4 has 3 ways to go. That doesn't guarantee anything. This 1 can't go right or up because that would make an island, or down, so it has to go to the left. It's good. So, what does that help me with? Anything? That can't go to the right, can't go up, so it has to go, and can't go down, so it has to go left. Another 1 done. And now this 3 could connect through here, right? Yeah, and left. Where next? The 2 has a few ways to go. That 2's interesting. Well, is it? Not really. If that 2 went to the left, that would cut off all of these, so that would have to, no, there could be 2 going that way and then 2 down. Yeah. Oh, okay, but if that went to the left, that 2 would have to have 1 to the right and 1 to the left, and this would form an island, and that would be bad. So that doesn't go to the left, that goes up. That is done. So that 1 goes down. Hey, and that 2 must go to the left. So this 3... If it had both going to the right, that 2 would be done. Oh, and then... Hold on, if it had both going to the right, that 2 would be done. This would form an island. Yes. So it definitely doesn't have 2 going to the right. It may have 1 going to the right, right? And then 1 to the left. Left. Ha ha ha. 1 to the right, and then 1 down. That would end there. And then left. That would work. If it had 2 going to the left, this one would have to have 2 going down, which it can't. In fact, hold on. 2 with a 1 next to it. So 2 to the left, we know that can't happen. Oh, I've lost my train of thought. Whoever 2, they definitely don't both go down because that's a 1. If one went, if they both went left, then this would form an island. So therefore, there must be 1 going this way and 1 going that way. Cool. That solved that mystery then. So that must go to the left. This must all connect back out this direction somewhere. Oh, so it must be on the 4. Yeah, because the 4 is the only thing that's left unsolved here, so it must have 2 going to the left. Way hey. Now where? That 4 has 3 neighbors, that's fine. The 2 has 2 neighbors. Oh wait, so I know that other 2 didn't go up, so that must go down. This will solve this whole thing for me, I think. That 3's done. The 4 can't have any more going up. But it could be 2 down or 2 to the left. Like 1 extra 1 down or 2 to the left would do it. Could it be both of those? If it was 2 to the left, that would be done. Ah, that's interesting. If that ends up being complete without connecting to that, or maybe there's a better way of wording this, that has to connect up. Yes, this is a much better way of wording it. That has to connect up, because if it connected left twice, this would form an island. So there must be at least 1 up. Is it necessarily both? No. At least 1 up. What does that affect? Don't know if it affects much. Well, that only needs 1 more, so there can be at most 1 going this way. And there can't be 1 going up. I need 2 more, and there's only 2 more spaces to fill, so yes. So that goes like that goes like that. Cross that out. The 3 is done. Oh, so the 2 goes to the left. And that 3 must connect to the left with a double. This needs 1 more. This needs 1 more. If it were down, that would finish that off. Oh wait, that 3's done, I should cross that off. So that means 2 to the left. Cross off. This is 1 more. That can't go up, so that has to go to the left. That's done. That needs 1 more, so it has to go to the left, because that's blocked off now. That's done. This needs 1 more. Could be up or to the left. Yes. What else do I have? This 3. Few ways it could go. Oh, this 4 needs... It's got 2 more neighbors left. And it needs 3 more. So there must be at least... Yeah, it's basically a 3 with 2 neighbors. So it needs to have at least 1 going up. This is going to tell me all this stuff. And it needs to have at least 1 going to the left. And that can't go up anymore, so that has to go to the left. That's done. but since that's done, that has to go up. This is coming together quite quickly. And once again, I've jinxed it probably. This is 2 down, so they have to be like that. That's going to be 1 to the right, so that's going to give me all of this. That's done. That can't have any more going down. That has to go up there. That makes those two both done. Okay.